Phillip Rivers to the Indianapolis Colts. We'll give a 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Ryan doesn't like it. What's up, Fackers? We are back again with another video for you. This time we're going to be going over some free agent moves, the biggest moves in the 2020 offseason so far.
And trades.
And trades too. Yeah, and trades too. I forgot it. I think we got like 14 guys on the list. We're going to go by position. So we'll start off with quarterbacks, then move our way down. And I will say, when I name a player, we're going to, each of us, on the count of 3, 2, 1, we're going to give either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whether or not we think that trade or free agent pickup was good for him or bad. So we think it's a good move, give the thumbs up. Bad move, thumbs down. Got anything?
Did I miss the memo where you're hosting now, Matt? I thought Ryan was our quarterback. You kind of hijacked him right there.
It's because I have all the names
listed
like
already. These off-season ones.
No, I kind of like it though, Matt. I mean, no offense, Ryan, but
trying to get controversy started already. I'm not even going to follow up on this. All right.
Just say the first name.
First name. Maybe the biggest move of this offseason so far. We're going with Tom Brady to the Buccaneers. Just signed a couple weeks ago?
Like this week.
This week? All right. So if you have your...
It came out last week, didn't it? And then he officially signed this past week.
Yeah. If you have your decision ready, we'll give a 3, 2, 1. On 1, we'll give our thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. Everyone agrees. All thumbs up. What are y'all's thoughts?
I think that one's pretty easy if you're just comparing to his situation last year to where he is this year. Last year, he had no weapons. Not that the Patriots were anyway like a bad team, but their offense was nothing to kind of write home about. He's going to a team with tons of weapons. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin are both top 10 receivers. Good tight end, O.J. Howard. Great offensive-minded coach in Bruce Arians. I think he'll finish.
Hey! Since we just started, Keller, what's wrong with your mic? It's like crackling.
I don't know.
See, now it's fine. Okay, what the fuck?
Keep talking.
So, like all that, it was crackling during?
Yeah, like bad. Sound like you're popping popcorn.
Oh, yeah. Tom Brady is good was basically my summary. And he's got great...
He is better now. I don't fucking get it.
Great weapons in Tampa is what I was saying. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, top 10 quarterback. Right now, actually, I might have just misspoke. I have Tom Brady as the, number 10 quarterback going into the year.
Number 10.
Which is much better than he was last year.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like I can name 10 quarterbacks right now ahead of him. Easy.
Well, don't do it because we're not doing our rankings, but just tell us why you think it was a good move for Brady.
I like Brady going to Tampa Bay. Yeah, just like Keller said. I mean, his situation can only get better now. He actually has some weapons: Evans, Godwin, O.J. Howard. So I like the move for him. He's going to benefit from it. Does he still have it? No one knows. But I mean, you can't bet against the GOAT.
Agreed. My opinion is relevant because we all agree on it. So go to another quarterback. Just recently signed as well. Phillip Rivers to the Indianapolis Colts. We'll give a 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Ryan doesn't like it. Let's go straight to Ryan to see why he doesn't like this one.
I think it's not San Diego, he's in LA, but the Chargers, I think that whole offense was kind of based around him. Even though they had Melvin Gordon, they had tons of dump offs to Gordon and Eckler. He threw the ball a ton. I think going to Indy, I think compared to Tom Brady, he's probably more washed up than Brady is at this point. The Colts don't have the weapons that the Chargers did, I don't think. They got Hilton. They don't have the running backs like Eckler and Gordon, they don't have that. I just don't think there's as much of an opportunity for him to perform in Indy as there was in LA.
Britt?
I'm going to disagree with you. And I think Phillip Rivers is talented, obviously. He's played in the NFL at a high level for 10, 15 years now. I think this might be the best offensive line that he's had in a while in Indy. and offensive line can make the difference in everything. He will have a few weapons. I mean, Ebron's still there, right? T.Y. Hilton, hopefully. No, Ebron's gone. Fuck. What they got? Doyle?
Doyle,
No, they
Hilton.
signed someone, I thought.
Yeah, they got
Fuck. I can't remember. But anyways, I mean, you still have T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack, Naheem Hines. You have a few weapons there. I think it's going to be an upgrade from the Chargers. He did have more weapons with the Chargers, but I think the offensive line is going to be so much better. It's actually going to give him time to throw the ball. I like the move for him.
Yeah, I agree that the offensive line should make a difference, give him a lot more time. I don't think he's just got very much left in the tank, honestly. So.
Yeah, I'll say one thing. The only reason I think it's going to be a good move for him is because with the Chargers, they were one of the slowest offenses in the league. I think they were the slowest offense in the league. So, but moving to the Colts, I think they're going to play a little bit faster pace, and you'll get a little more fantasy points for owners if they decide to draft him.
Just a little sneak peek into my rankings. I ranked top 20 quarterbacks the other day. He does not fall into the top 20 for me. So,
not surprising. All right, another quarterback.
Doyle, though. Sorry, and then Ebron went to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct. You are correct, Britt. Good job.
Google is correct.
All right. Move on to Nick Foles going to the Chicago Bears from Jacksonville. Is this a good move? 3, 2, 1.
I mean, I just don't see how it's a fantasy relevant question.
It's true. But the question is it a good move?
For Nick Foles, I think he's a better chance of keeping the job in Jacksonville just because I think Gardner Minshew's not very good. But Mitch Trubisky has shown flashes, but he's looked pretty terrible too. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think this has any fantasy relevance at all. So,
well, no, I would argue with you. It does affect Allen Robinson and David Montgomery a little bit. Okay, so it does have. Is it an upgrade for Allen Robinson? Yes, if he can stay healthy. And Dave Montgomery, that can only help him, right?
You say that, but the Jaguars receivers were better off with Minshew last year than Foles.
That's true. I mean, Foles didn't play very often, but yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
but for Foles, I like the move. I didn't think Jacksonville was the right fit for him.
Agreed. All right, done with the quarterbacks there. I don't think there's really any other big quarterback moves besides Bridgewater, but obviously that's an upgrade for him. So we'll move on to
a question real quick.
Well, you already did, but go ahead with your second one.
Where do you think Cam Newton's going to end up? Kind of tough, huh? Yeah. I'm thinking of all the teams, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, you got Washington, which has his old coach.
Yeah.
And then I think he needs to go somewhere and be a backup for a veteran.
Really? See, if I'd see him going somewhere starting, I don't think he's going to take a job being a backup.
Well, you say that, but where's he going to go and start?
I mean,
Patriots.
San Diego?
They said they got Tyrod.
Yeah, so did the Browns. Who else? There was
Patriots.
one other team that actually made sense. Yeah, Patriots. Yeah, he would start there, but they're saying the Patriots are going to draft someone.
Well,
or where does Jameis go? That was my other question.
No, we're not talking about Jameis. Fuck that.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
We still got a lot of people to go. Yeah. So we'll move on to the wide receivers. All right, later on. Okay, he's back.
How did I disappear?
Yeah, just for a second. We'll start off with the top 3 wide receiver. Why not? You know, hits the hometown hard for us. DeAndre Hopkins to Arizona. Is this good for him? 3, 2, 1. Oh, Britt is the odd man out on this one. All right, go ahead.
I'm very optimistic this season.
On Arizona Cardinals? Or just everyone?
Just football in general. Okay. I think I'm just missing it.
And tell us why Hopkins is in a better situation.
I think he's going to a high-powered offense this is going to be the second year. Kingsbury, he'll be the clear number 1 target. They actually have a good running back there in Kenyon Drake. Kyler Murray is accurate with the football. This will be his second season. I think their offense is going to be explosive.
Ryan, rebuttal.
My rebuttal is that it might go to a better offense, but there's a lot more mouths to feed there than when they were on the Texans, I think. Now, don't get me wrong.
Coach also. So.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's still top 5 receiver no matter what.
His hands.
He had the connection with Watson.
Hold on, he had a connection with everyone. Jesus, he produced with any quarterback.
Right, but I'm saying him and Watson I don't obviously know the stats off the top of my head, but since 2017, they're the best duo in the NFL. Quarterback, wide receiver.
I'm just saying Watson has produced with every quarterback.
It's hard to go when the last 2 years you finished number 2 and number 3 wide receiver, and it's hard to say that you're now in a better situation for a fantasy standpoint.
Britt's pulling up something on Google real quick to prove you wrong.
Well, I was just looking at his stats. He got hurt in 2016, right?
Who?
Oh, no, never mind. 950 and 4 touchdowns. But the year before, he had 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns. Who was that with? 2015?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
You are the Schwab.
I mean, 2015
you are the Schwab.
Was
Case
prior.
Keenum?
No, that was the Ryan Mallett year, I think.
Or Brian Hoyer.
Ryan Mallett.
Yeah. So, Kyler Murray's going to be...
I don't see what your point is, though.
He's going to be a downgrade from Watson, but he's still going to be good. No, I'm just saying I like it for Hopkins. He's not going to take a hit from moving to the Cardinals.
All right. I'll just say that I think he's going to lose a lot of targets going there, as many as he would with the Texans. But we'll move on to let's go to my new team. Since they traded DeAndre Hopkins, I picked a new team. I'm no more a Texans fan. I'm now part of the Bills Mafia, baby. And let's go.
I like it.
Stefon Diggs gets signed with Buffalo. Go 3, 2, 1. Ryan doesn't like it. Britt does not like it either.
How is it a better situation, Matt?
Can I address this real quick, though, Matt? Are you a bandwagon fan because Bills made the playoffs last year?
Bills lost to the Texans.
That is true, but they made the playoffs.
Matt's been in the closet Bills Mafia.
No, I know. Look, I know that, but I'm saying to other people, it looks like you're a bandwagon fan a little bit.
Okay, that would be a terrible bandwagon to hop on.
Now,
I have to go through it. First of all, I have to go through the table. Okay, yeah. That's a bandwagon.
Matt's family's from Buffalo. He gets to do it.
Yes. And to join the bandwagon, you have to go through a table.
I might be a Cowboys fan. That would be good, right?
Let me talk about Stefon Diggs and why this is good for him, okay?
Go ahead.
He's going to a team. We all agree he's going to be the number 1 on that team?
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, so how is that not an upgrade already? He was
the best number 1 the Bills have ever had.
I don't know.
It's hard to do.
Well, it's Stefon Diggs right now.
I'm just saying there's rarely been a number 1 in Buffalo who's produced.
He's got the speed. He has a quarterback with maybe the biggest arm in the NFL.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen is no longer more taking targets away from him.
Yes, but the Bills are they're gonna be a run first offense.
Yep. Cold weather.
In Minnesota wasn't?
Well, they were, but Kirk Cousins still threw the ball a lot.
And Diggs did suck at the beginning of the year and fucking turned it on for like those 40-point games, whatever he did.
Josh Allen made John Brown relevant in fantasy. What will he do with Stefon Diggs?
John Brown and Cole Beasley are still there, and they actually produced a little bit last year, both of them.
Thanks for proving my point, Britt. All right, let's move on to...
I think it's close. It's close.
Our next...
Would you rather have Diggs on the Vikings or Diggs on the Bills?
Diggs on the Bills.
See, I think I'd rather have him on the Vikings. I think he made a bad decision.
We already all answered that question when we did our thumbs down.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
All right, let's move on to I'll just say Emmanuel Sanders going to the Saints. He's obviously going to be the backup to Michael Thomas here. So what do y'all think? 3, 2, 1. I think that's good for him coming from the Niners. Your reasoning.
2 words. Drew Brees. He's getting an upgraded quarterback. Emmanuel Sanders is still good. He'll be the clear number 2 in a very good offense.
He's not the number 2 though.
Who will be the number 2?
Alvin Kamara and Jared Cook are 2 and 3.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jared Cook, I think, will take a backseat to Sanders. It'll be Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders.
So you think he'll have more targets than Kamara?
I think it was an upgrade from him moving from San Francisco to New Orleans.
See, I don't think so because I think he was the number 1 in San Francisco.
Yep.
So
and his best game last year was in the New Orleans Superdome.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Drew Brees, that's all you need.
All the football fields are the same. What does that even mean?
No, I mean, he likes playing there, obviously, in the dome. Drew Brees.
Matt?
Well, I was doing something
Tell
on
me
the
why
side,
you don't like it, Matt. Let's go.
I don't like it because you have Drew Brees is obviously a great quarterback, but he's one quarterback that he doesn't care who's on the field, he'll throw it to you. So the bad thing about that is you can put some no-name wide receiver as your number 3, and he'll give him 3 or 4 targets a game. So he's divvying up these targets between all these other people, and obviously Michael Thomas is going to take at least 10 of them. So you're not going to have a lot of targets between the rest of the.
But that's what I'm saying. There's no way Michael Thomas can get that many targets again. He's going to regress. That was insane
he will
what he did
regress
last year. And the number 2 is going to step in is going to be Sanders, and he's going to get targets also. I'm just saying, in that offense, I think if you're the number 2 wide receiver, you're going to be viable in fantasy.
But when was the last time their number 2 wide receiver was viable in fantasy?
I mean, Trey Ginn has had some games. Traquan Smith has had some games. Not many. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's what they were lacking this past year. I mean, Jared Cook's going to regress in touchdowns, obviously. I mean, he was good for me, but.
Yeah, but you still got guys like you said, Traquan Smith. I mean, Taysom Hill. They're going to put him even more in the offense now than he was.
Look, I just think Drew Brees can support it. If he's going to be the guy who can support it, it'll be him.
Yeah. Drew Brees is another year older, too. Gotta
I have Emmanuel Sanders as wide receiver 51.
51.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but we can discuss that later in our rankings show. I think we're going to cut this episode here, and then for the rest of the names, we're going to do a part 2. So keep on the lookout for a part 2 of the free agents. It's going to include your running backs and your tight ends. So as with everything, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe on the iTunes podcast, YouTube, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe. All right, and Britt doesn't have anything to say.
Later.
See ya.